Welcome to episode 119 of the Super Parent Syndrome. And this is your host, Dr. Nick Fanning. Welcome to Season 3. Sit back, relax, let's get started.
Parenting in the 21st century is ever evolving. And while you balance work, kids, and your sanity, it's easy to feel discouraged. Welcome to the Super Parent Syndrome with your host, Dr. Nick Fanning.
All right, folks, so here's the thing. We have a brand new season of the Super Parent Syndrome, and I can tell you this, that I actually have taken some time off because we had our fifth child. Her name is Gaia Joy, and she is so amazing. But this last month in January, we were doing something called sleep training, and sleep training was basically taking this baby where I was literally only sleeping about 2 to 3 hours a night. And anytime she'd take a nap, you'd have to hold her. We created this sleeping-deprived monster, and as parents, we were getting more and more sleep-deprived. That is not today's topic. In fact, we are going to circle back, and I'm actually going to interview my sleep therapist here coming in the end of the month. But until that time, I want to talk about something that I did this morning. So this morning, I was basically, my wife is gone to meet her brand new nephew, Gannon. And what happened is that I got 4 kids and a 4 kids with a baby, and I had to get everybody ready for work or for school and get ready for work. So things are a little bit crazy, just to say, okay? We have to get 1 to the bus, 2 to a regular school, and then of course the baby has to be fed and has to go down to her nap, and everything has to be coordinated. Well, it's shocking that I can balance and do all of these things. But then when it came to cleaning up, here I was trying to rinse out the sink, and there was a piece of stuck food, okay? And it was not going down the drain. And here I was with this sprayer, just spraying, and I'd try from different angles, and I'd literally spent probably a good 30 to 45 seconds trying to get this one piece of food. And then overall, with the rest of the sink, I still spent about maybe 2 minutes total trying to rinse down the sink and try to get all the food down the drain. And it occurred to me that I was literally spending way more time and way more energy than as if I would have just taken the scrub brush and just brushed down the sides with the sprayer at the same time. And then it occurred to me as well as like, where else could I be doing something so absurd in my life? Meaning, I bet there's lots of different areas where I might be working extra hard. In fact, I can tell you this, the weird and ironic part of that is that that's one of my favorite things to do when I people watch, is to watch people spend extra energy trying to be lazy. Like, just think of this guy who's sitting there and he drops something on the floor, and instead of getting up and walking over and picking this little thing up off the floor, they do kind of like the butt scoot out of the chair, and they're trying to drag their leg as far as it can possibly reach and then inch it closer and then closer and closer. And of course it doesn't work right. So again, they're like stretching even farther and they're nearly falling out of the chair. But it's too much work to actually just stand up and walk over and pick it up. No, they got to do this weird stinky leg shake in order to make it happen. That's like one of my favorite things to do. Or you can see people like doing everything possible to stay on the couch, yet get 1 or 2 things or do whatever they're trying to do. And so the irony is not lost on me because, again, I think it's just one of those things that circles around and be like, haha, you've laughed at many people doing this, and here you are doing the same thing. So the lesson comes to this, is that I can guarantee that there's other areas of your life where we're avoiding the work. It's just like changing the diaper. You can try to ignore it and hope that your spouse smells the diaper and changes it, or you could just get it done and get it over with. It's like having to reach in the sink that has filled with cold water and all the gross dishes, or you could just do the dishes as they come. And oddly enough, we put it off, and then all of a sudden we have to reach down in this muck, and it's slimy, and it's cold, and it's uncomfortable, and it makes our toes curl, and yet we're still willing to reach in there and do that because we just let the dishes soak. We just know that, hey, this is going to be tough to scrub off. We'll just let it soak. And so therefore, instead of it being super easy and quick, we turn something into a small job into something big. I see this every day with people in their health who have said like, oh, it's going to get better, or it's not that big a deal. And all of a sudden they take something that would have been really easy and quick and cheap to fix right away, and yet they waited and then tell us this monstrosity of a problem that takes weeks to correct, takes hundreds of dollars to solve, and they have to significantly change part of their life to do. Again, folks, it's not lost on me. I see this all the time. And so for me, what was the sprayer was what I connected to with my own clients, which I want to connect to you, is that there are things in your life that you know you're avoiding. And it could be your health. It could be your marriage. It could be talking about sex with your partner. It could be having the awkward conversations with your kids regarding drugs, sex, talking back, respect, whatever it might be. It could be the fact that your account is in the single digits and that you have not done anything to save or to build up that retirement plan. Or you've been putting off paying taxes and you're just hoping it goes away on its own. And you're taking a small problem where it would just take a little bit of work, 20 seconds of insane courage, or maybe even just an hour on the phone to resolve. But instead we wait and we create this massive, ginormous problem that we have to deal with. Whether it's debt financially, debt spiritually, debt relationship-wise, or debt health-wise, folks. I'm telling you to act now. You already know you have something in the top of your head that it is. Write it down and write down one action step in the next 48 hours where you could take a massive leap forward for it to. And then just block out that time. It literally could be 20 minutes. It could be a phone call. It could be an hour of waiting on the phone. I don't know. You know what it is for you, but get it addressed and get it addressed now. Because instead of spending all the extra time and energy trying to spray off that food, you could be moving your life forward. And that's what I hope for you. So this was another episode. Listen in, guys. Season 3 of the Superparent Syndrome has officially begun. Look for some interviews that I'm going to meet in there. And if you have not already gone to it, go to Pep Talks for Parents and sign up for our daily 1% club. It is a free newsletter where you can get emails right delivered to your box with direct links to these episodes, but also challenge points and the main points show notes for these. So until next time, love you all. Best wishes.
Thanks for listening to another episode of the Superparent Syndrome. Please be sure to visit peptalksforparents.com for more content and our free newsletter. And remember, you are not alone.